So last year I made this boat, and this year I've decided to buy a bigger boat for the Great Loop Journey. This is a 20-foot Pro Line, and I'm basically going to be turning it from pile of junk it is right now into something I could hopefully live on next summer as I go on the 5,500 mile journey around the Northeast America Great Loop. So follow along. It should be an interesting journey to get this thing done. So for the purposes of documenting this boat, I figured I'd walk around, show what it looks like right now, what everything, the state of everything is. The trailer, it's not too bad, honestly. I mean, like up here, back here, it gets a little questionable on these bolts down here and over there. And you kind of see the state of the hull right now. There's a lot of scraping and sanding and painting and priming that I'll have to do. Up at the bow, nice little hatch. And then it's a walk around on the side. Come around here, back to the motor. I'm hoping this thing runs. It's a 150 horsepower Johnson 2-stroke. Ideally not the final motor that'll be on this thing, but definitely a good start for sure. Looking in the interior, there's a lot of stuff that was kind of taken out of the cuddy cabin. This is where the battery switch is, and then there's just a lot of space in here to stick stuff, run wires, so that's always a good sign. And then we got a fuel tank under there in the middle, and then the captain's chair and a co-pilot's chair right there. And then moving further, the windscreen, we got a B, nice. Steering wheel, steering works, it's pretty nice. So a little bit of play, but that's fixable. And then down here, it's a little cuddy cabin. I'm going to be stripping this, redoing it, because right now it's disgusting. It's not good. So that is the tour of the boat as it stands on day one. So I think it's a good idea to explain why I bought this boat specifically and not any other boat that you would see. Starting off with its size, it's 20 feet long, which is about the smallest that I feel comfortable living on for about 3 months. So that explains the size. Also, if I were to go bigger, I would need a bigger motor, which means more fuel, more stops, more expensive maintenance, more expensive motor price. So that smaller size, smaller beam helps with that. And then the overall layout of the boat was also quite a large factor in the choice for purchasing this. So it has a cuddy cabin in the front, which is basically just like a small cabin. You can see in here. And my plan with this space is to make this whole space sleeping and storage only in here, and then obviously anchor whatever electrics I need to do for the helm and control box, and then have this area remain to be the helm. Obviously I'm going to update that, and then make a standing cabin that'll go to about here and have open deck space. And then behind the helm there's going to be a kitchen with a sink, cabinets, and then on the left I'm going to do the chair facing the other way, swivel, table, another chair. It'll fold down into a bed, and then a toilet that pulls out onto the back open space, so you're not pooping inside the place and stinking the whole place up. And then another reason for buying this boat is because it comes with a huge tank. I have to get this tank out, pressure test it, clean it up, see if I can actually use it. If not, I have to get a custom one, which will be interesting. And then have this area basically from about here back just to be open in case I need to work on the motor, get to the batteries, go fishing, go swimming, whatever I want to do. Also, if I want to store some sort of raft for getting to shore, it'll be helpful to have this kind of outside space. And then, so yeah, from here forward, gonna be about 7 feet tall up here, so I can have plenty of headspace, move around, and then make it a whole closed cabin. And then you could come out to the front. There used to be a railing here. I might put a railing back, I don't know, haven't decided yet. And up front, that's where the anchor is. It's secured there on top, but I'm thinking of building some sort of locker situation. And then the chain and rope we got on here. But yeah, that's the intended plan for the boat and the reason why I bought this boat. So this week's goal is to strip the boat, get all the unnecessary stuff out of the boat. Today's version of that goal will be getting all of this moldy wool out of here. I'll probably wear a mask for that because it's pretty gross. Then removing all this stuff. Everything that doesn't need to be in there will no longer be in there.